strike three, and that is the ball game. And the Warhawks get to 1-0 in the regionals. A good start for Kahnawake. Strike three, and we are going to the final six. Here. Hit well, and that is a walk-off. And the Kahnawake Warhawks have come back. They were down by 5. The Warhawks come back to win the game and come back to punch a ticket into the Elite Eight. But he needs to get at least 4 to keep it going. He hits this one to first. And the St. Lazare Mustangs are moving on. Hit well to second. Knocked out by Stevie. He's out! He's out! And the Kahnawake Warhawks have punched a ticket to the Lac St. Louis semifinals, aka the championship game of the Off-Islands. They kept it alive. This one's on the ground. Here's the throw to first. Got him! And Red is moving on to the semifinals. Welcome to the hospital ball field. It is the semifinals of the U13B Lac St. Louis Regionals. This, of course, to show who is going to move on and represent the Off-Island division in the championship game on Sunday. We have 3 medal games for you on Baby Blue Memories. Sunday at 10, 1, and 4 in St. Lazare. We don't know which games we'll go to yet. We only know one thing, and that is our U18 Warhawks will be taking on Soulange. That'll be the championship game. That's scheduled for 4 o'clock. Warhawks against the Cougars. And that, of course, was the first game of the season, which we featured for you. And it'll also be the last game of the season, which we feature for you this upcoming Sunday, 4 p.m. This game features the Kahnawake Warhawks and the St. Lazare Red Mustangs. St. Lazare a healthy 10-7 in their league during the regular season. The Warhawks 10-6-2. And both of these two teams committed upsets on Wednesday night. 1 loss Mercier taken out by Kahnawake, 1 loss St. Lazare Black taken out by the Red Mustangs. So both of these two teams with a lot of confidence and a combined record of 8-0 heading into tonight's matchup. Tonight's starting pitcher for the Red Mustangs is Hugo Bruni, who came in and pitched 2 innings on Wednesday in that semifinals, and then on Tuesday also had an inning and a third to his resume. And he'll face up a lineup that features Jordan Norton, Jada Norton, and Casey Delabou starting at the top of the lineup with Russell Dahaway, Gabriel, Cage McCumber, Cade Stacy, Ethan Brack Scoop, Jackson Norton, Lily Barnes, Russan Agete Lahash, and Nashton Mayo, who is taking the spot tonight of Marcus Rice, who's been out since the middle of July. Taking a look at St. Lazare defensively on the infield, they have Doucette over at first base. Over at second, they have Louis Dobovec. Augie Waltz at short. And we also have Fortier Duval over at third. Jordan Norton stepping up to bat. This, of course, the semifinals. Winner will play either the Pierrefonds Red Sox or the West Island Yankees. That's the Montreal portion of this regional final taking place tonight. There's ball 1 to Jordan Norton, who started the game off on Wednesday with an inside the park home run. Really got the Warhawks off to the right start. The first couple of games of this regional, Cade Stacy was leading off tonight. It is Jordan. And he's quickly ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Nathan Beaulieu is over at behind the plate. Simon Cardell's at third. And it's 3-0 quickly on Jordan Norton. Jada Norton, Casey Delabuse, the 3, and those two have pretty much been the 2-3 hitters throughout the entire regionals. And Jordan gets a pitch that he likes and puts it into left field, and it is a leadoff single for Jordan Norton. And the hosts, who are the road team tonight, start off with a leadoff base runner. So here's Jada Norton, who the other night went 2 for 3. Takes strike 1. Jordan Norton gets the second base on the steal. And now the Warhawks have a runner in scoring position. Jada 2 for 3 in the last game. 2 singles, also had an RBI on a sacrifice fly. Or sacrifice grounder, sorry. Down in the count here, 0-1 on Bruni. Takes the ball here, and it's 1-1 the count. Game brought to you by Mohawk Super Bingo. Ball 2 in the third. Jordan. It's hung up there, and he's just going to go back to second. Good rundown by the third baseman to put Jordan back there. It's Cardell, the left-hander on the infield. A rare sight unless you're paying first. You don't see it in the major leagues. You do see it here, obviously. That swung on and missed strike 2. Jada swinging a little early on that one, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Casey Delabuse on deck. And a 2-2 count from Bruni. Hit, but foul. Once again, she was out a little early on that one. She'll retry it here as we got a 6th pitch of this at-bat between Bruni and Norton. This is Hugo's 10th pitch thus far tonight. Actually, this is pitch number 10. And it's now a full count on Norton, 3-2. That's ball 4, and Jada draws a walk. So here's Casey Delabuse with runners on first and second. 12 pitches thrown by Bruni. Remember, he could throw 75, but if he throws 75 tonight, he would not be able to pitch on Sunday. Ball 1, 1-0. Both of these two teams guaranteed to be going for a medal. Ball 2. The only questions we all have in... Yes! Jordan Norton thrown out, going to third. That's a gamble which backfires. And there's 1 down. Here's the pitch. Delabuse makes good contact with this and puts it into left field. Here's the throw home. Delabuse scores. And now look at Casey going to third. She's got an RBI triple. Norton scores. Good base running all around from the Hawks. It's 1-0 Kahnawake. So here is the recent internet sensation, Rustin Gabriel, who hit one about 275 feet in right center field, putting one over the bleachers. And he takes ball 1 in that 14-7 win on Wednesday night against Mercier. Even the Rays head coach had to come on and give Russ a high five as he made his way around the bags. 2-0 on Gabriel. Cage McCumber on deck for the Hawks. Bruni digging in. Three balls the count on Rustin Gabriel. And he hits this one off the edge of the bat into the shallow field. That'll drop, and he's got an RBI base hit. Rustin Dahaway Gabriel with an RBI double. And the Warhawks have a 2-0 lead. 4 straight base runners to start this game for the Hawks, and stepping into bat is Cage McCumber. McCumber 2 for 3 in the semifinal against Mercier the other night. And he hits this one off the edge of the bat to third. Cardell throws it across the diamond, and it forces Doucette off the bag, and it'll force him into the outfield, and it'll force a third Warhawks run in, and Cage McCumber is on second, and the Warhawks have a 3-0 lead. So here is Cade Stacy, who missed the quarterfinal. Was actually 2 for 2 in the quarterfinal, I should say. Missed the semis the other night, or the other game the other night. But in the game against the Blue Sox had 2 hits. And he smokes this one up the middle, and that'll get into the outfield. Cage McCumber on his horse. He's going to score. The ball gets to the wall. Cade Stacy going for third. They throw it in over the head of the outfielder. Now the throw home is going to be late, and the Warhawks start this game with a 5 spot. It's 5-0 Kahnawake after half an inning. What a start for Ronnie Stacy's troops. 5-0 Warhawks. We're headed to the bottom of the first. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to the Hospital Ball Field as we get set for the bottom of the first. 5-0 Kahnawake Warhawks leading the St. Lazare Red Mustangs here in the semifinals of the LAC St. Louis Regionals. Let's take a look at who Casey Delabous will be facing against. A lineup that sees Simon Cardill leading things off. And before we get to anything, I got to get a message out here. Big shout out in Cary, North Carolina to Simon's grandparents, Greg and Paula Bennett, who are watching us right now. And thank you very much for your support, Greg and Paula. So Cardell leading things off. Augie Waltz, the shortstop, batting second. Nicolas Fortier-Dorval in the 3 spot. Nathan Bourdieu in 4th. Colin Babineau, who was hitting leadoff throughout this regionals, now going down to 5th. Marc-Andre Vincent Brochu in 6th. Ashton Doucette hitting 7th. Cody Campbell 8th. Hugo Bruni 9th. He was dropped. He went from 6th to 9th. So that's why Vincent Brochu's higher than he has been. Dokovic also drops back. He's hitting 10th. And Dayton Roy will bring up the rear in the 11th spot. Recapping the Warhawks in this tournament, we mentioned 4-0. They started things off with a 14-7 win over the Surwa Red Sox, and then a 13-11 win over the St. Lazare Gray Mustangs. Then they sent the Chateauguay Blue Sox home 8-7 in the quarters, or at least the round of 12. In the quarterfinals, they beat Mercier by a score of 14-7, and now tonight have a 5-0 lead as we get set for the bottom of the first against the St. Lazare Red Mustangs. It's the 4v3 matchup. Warhawks opening things up with a 5 spot in that top of the first inning. Here's Simon Cardill trying to get things going for the Mustangs. That's in there for strike 1, and a good-looking start here for Casey Delabous. Listen to Gete Lahash at third. Rustin Dahaway Gabriel at short. Norton's at first. Jackson Norton's at first. Cade Stacy's at second. Jordan Norton behind the plate. That's outside ball 1-1. Brass Scoop in center. Norton in right. Cage McCumber in left. Jory Norton behind the plate. Casey Delabous on the mound. 1-1 the count here on Simon Cardill. That's in the dirt for ball 2. 2 balls and a strike here on Cardill. Augie Waltz on deck for the Mustangs. Kahnawake up 5-0 as we begin play here in the bottom of the first with the leadoff hitter Cardill stepping in. Cardell hit 2 hits the other night in that 7-5 win over St. Lazare Black. A slow roller down the line. That's going to go foul, though, and we got a 2-2 count. You hear the reactions. They don't know that that was actually foul, and it's just a long strike. They think it was out number 1. 2-2. Sorry to burst your bubble, folks that are watching. The 2-2. Hit well. And that is fair. And it is a leadoff single for Cardell. Felt like people were just waiting forever on that decision, and that ball was really tiptoeing along the line, but it never crossed on the other side. So Cardell's in at first with a leadoff single, and Waltz is into bat now. The starting shortstop tonight. 1 for 2 with a walk the other night. And he also had reached base 3 times in that 14-13 win over Presqu'Île Gray on Tuesday night. There's ball 1 behind him, and now the runner's taking off. Jordan throws it down, and a little high. Good throw and a good slide by Cardell to take off any pressure. So he's in at second, and the Mustangs have a runner in scoring position. U13 Warhawks 13-3 winners over the St. Laurent Crush Black last night to move on to the semis, meaning that we will have a Kahnawake team competing in the medals in all 3 of the leagues where they are competing in regionals. U13, U15, U18. Fouled back by Waltz, and we got a 1-1 count. The 2-2. Fouled back, and another pitch coming up here in this at-bat. 6th coming up. You hear the St. Lazare coach telling Waltz to protect that plate. 2-strike count.
Get ready, guys.
Swung on and missed, and that is strike 3, out number 1 here in the bottom of the first. And here's the number 3 hitter, Nicolas Fortier-Dorval, who was actually hitting in the 9 and 10 spot throughout the week, but there you see what happens. Coaches make adjustments, and Fortier-Dorval in the 3 spot right now with a runner on second and 1 out. Righty on lefty matchup here. Outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 the count on Fortier-Dorval. That's upstairs, 2-0 the count. See a little cat and mouse game with Cardell and Jordan Norton behind the plate. Cardell on second, having stolen that base earlier in the inning. Runner on second, 1 out. This is the 3rd batter of the inning for St. Lazare. Low, 3-0, and the runner's going. Throw down to third baseline. Safe, he's in there. Good slide by Cardell to get ahead of the slide. And that is his 2nd steal. So now a shot to the outfield, even if it's caught, would possibly get the Mustangs on the board. There you hear the coach for the Mustangs telling his batter it's 3-0. 3-0, he's pretty much just going to have to wait on something. 1 down here in the bottom of the first. 5-0 Warhawks, but the Mustangs knocking on the door. Here's a 3-0. That's ball 4, and it's a walk for Fortier Dorval, and Nathan Beaulieu will step in for St. Lazare. Beaulieu 2 for 3 against St. Lazare Black on Wednesday night. He also had a stolen base. 2 singles and a ground out. Runners on the corners. Fouled back, 0-1 on 77. In red and white, I know the jerseys might get a little confusing, but the Warhawks have the black trim, black numbers, white borders, and it's just red and black for the Mustangs. On the ground, and it'll get through to the outfield, and the Mustangs have gotten on the board. And runners are now on the corners for St. Lazare. It's 5-1, and it's an RBI single for Nathan Beaulieu. So here's Colin Babineau stepping into bat. 3 for 3 in the quarterfinal game against the Black Mustangs. Hits this one off of the glove, and everyone is safe. And now it's 5-2, and runners are on the corners again for the Mustangs. And here's Marc-Andre Vincent Brochu stepping into bat. He is what would be run number 5. Runners on the corners. Tough break all in all, as it kicked right off her foot and bounced out of her reach. 5-2 Warhawks, 1 out. Ball 1, and the runner, Babineau, is back at first, luckily for him. One and all the count. Swung on and missed, 1-1, and Babineau's gonna hold the fort at first base. Even count here, 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on first base and third. 2 runs in for the Mustangs. It's 5-2. The 1-1 pitch. It's in there, and it's a 1-2 count. You hear Glenn Cross, the home plate umpire for tonight. The head umpire for this game, Bobby Kennedy, the assistant umpire, the bases umpire. The 1-2. Two and 2. Good catch by Norton over at the backstop. And we've got an even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on third for the Mustangs.
Ethan, be ready.
And we've got a full count now, 3 and 2. Ashton Doucette on deck for the Mustangs. One of the heavy hitters for St. Lazare. The 3-2. On the ground, the second. They're going to tag him to throw to first in time. And a double play. Good play by Kate Stacy. The run does not count, so the Warhawks survive and give up 2. St. Lazare comes back to within 3 runs, 5-2 Warhawks. We're heading into the top of the second. You're watching Warhawks baseball on Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to the hospital ball field. After 1 inning, the Warhawks leading the St. Lazare Red Mustangs 5-2. Second inning of work for Hugh Bruni, and he'll take on Ethan Brascoop, Jackson Norton, and Lily Barnes here in the top of the second. In the quarterfinals against Mercier, Brascoop 2 for 3. He was also the game MVP against St. Lazare Gray. And we're going to be fishing for updates from St. Laurent all night tonight. Our U13 Warhawks are in action over there in the semifinals as Brascoop a little early of this one, 0-1 the count. Bruni throwing him some off-speed stuff there, and it's gets Ethan to go around. Nothing in 1 the count on him. Bruni sets. And Brascoop makes contact with it. You got him. 1 down here in the top of the second. Good play by Marc-Andre Vincent Brochu, and there's 1 down here. Jackson Norton in. Ball 1 off the plate. 1-0 the count. Bang bang play at first results in the first out of the top of the second inning. Inside on Norton, 2-0 the count. Norton hits this one foul, and it's 2-1 the count. And he roped that one down the third base line, but into foul territory, and we're going to have a 4th pitch here this at-bat. 2 balls and a strike on 25 in black and red. Here's the 2-1. 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike on Norton. 5-2 Warhawks here in the top of the second. 1 out, nobody on for Kahnawake. No runs into this inning. Norton fouls this one off, and we've got a full count, 3-2 on Jackson Norton. That's ball 4, and Norton gets a free pass, and the Warhawks have a runner aboard. So here's Lily Barnes, reached base once, stole a base in that win against Mercy, but was 0 for 2 on the night. Ball 1 in the dirt, Jackson taking off, and he's in there at second base. Good steal by 25 in black and red. So Jackson Norton on second base. Warhawks have a runner in scoring position here with 1 out. Rosanagete Lahash on deck. He got the win against Mercier the other night, going 3 1/3 strong innings, giving up just 1 earned run. Barnes swings through, misses that. And Jackson Norton is going to be safe at third. And now there's a runner on third with 1 out. 2 steals for Jackson Norton. Barnes makes contact with it. Fielded the throw to first. In time, and it's an RBI single for Lily Barnes. And the Warhawks lead at 6-2. RBI single for Barnes, and there's 1 in for the Warhawks here at the top of the second. Here's Rosanagete Lahash. Lahash had a home run, which was pretty much the game clincher against Mercier on Wednesday. Hit to first. They missed her at first, but they do get the out at first base, and there's 2 outs. So there's 2 down. They missed the tag at first base, but they do touch Lahash's base, so there's a runner on second with 2 down. And here's Nashton Mayo. Mayo 2 for 3 in his first game in the regionals. The youngest player in the tournament, with a big opportunity here for the Hawks. Runner on second base. 2 outs. Nashton 2 for 3 with an RBI the other night. And he fouls this one off. Good swing, but just a little bit early. They also scored a run in that win. 6-2 Hawks. Barnes on second for Kahnawake. Good eye from Mayo. It's an even count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the lineup on deck, that's Jordan Norton. Inside, 2-1. Mayo hits this one on the ground to second, takes a bounce. The flip to first is in time, and that is going to do it here for the top of the second inning. But the Warhawks do score 1, and they take a 6-2 lead heading into the bottom of the second. Doucette, Campbell, Bruni due up for the Mustangs. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to the hospital ball field as we get set for action here in the bottom of the second here of the Lac St. Louis semifinals. U13 regionals, Kahnawake Warhawks and the St. Lazare Red Mustangs. The Warhawks leading 6-2. Kahnawake scoring 1 in the top of the second after the Mustangs scored 2 in the bottom of the first. A max out for Kahnawake in the top of the first, and that's where we stand right now. Here's Ashton Doucette, 3 hits against St. Lazare Black on Wednesday night. Outside for ball 1. The 1-0. And that misses 2-0 the count. Warhawks soared over Mercier here on Wednesday night, 14-7. St. Lazare Red did something that they hadn't done all season. For the first time in 4 tries, they beat St. Lazare Black. The top 2 seeds who combined went 27-2 during the regular seasons, both knocked out here. And that's why we have this all-red final between 4 and 3. And quickly 3-0 on Doucette. Well, if there's anyone in white and red who's going to get the red light on the green light on 3-0, it's going to be Doucette. Team MVP on Tuesday night in that marathon game with Presqu'île. That's ball 4, and it's a 4-pitch walk to start the bottom of the second, and here comes Cody Campbell. Campbell 0 for 2 with a walk the other night. Swung on and missed, 0-1. Cody kind of caught him halfway in between going for it and just laying off, and the result's not the prettiest thing. It's 0-1. Got to either go or just hold back. And he hits this one to second. Oh, and it's dropped. Go! Got him! What a strike! In right field. Oh, and if Deuce had slid there, he would have had it. Cade Stacy makes the throw. That's one out. All Deuce had to do there was slide, and he would have had it. Good throw, though, by Stacy. I think he would have had it anyway. Would have been a bang-bang play, that's for sure. On the infield. And it's caught for the second out. Gabriel and Stacy nearly colliding with each other there, and you don't want to see that. Bruni, one pitch, one down. One pitch and an out. So 2 down for Louis Dokovac. 2 hits the other night. Or one for 3, sorry, reached base on an error. Inside for ball 1. Top of the lineup coming up for the Warhawks in the top half of the 3rd inning.
Get ready, guys! Your hands out of your mouth, Ethan!
Outside, and it's 2-0 now on Dokovac. Dayton Roy on deck for the Mustangs. 6-2 Warhawks here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Foul back, and it's a 2-1 count. Good contact. Just got to level out his swing a tiny bit, and that could have been dangerous for St. Lazare. Good swing. 2 balls and a strike. Dokovac stands in. 2 down here in the bottom of the 2nd. On the grounded foul, and it's now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Big play this inning so far. Cade Stacy not giving up on the play. Doucette rounding second, heading for third, and a good strike by Stacy out. At the edge of the infield, raked to third base. Tag applied, and that was the first out. Here's a 2-2 to Dokovac. Got him swinging. That's strike 3. And the Warhawks hold the Mustangs scoreless as we go into the top of the 3rd. They hold them scoreless that inning. 6-2 Kahnawake. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. Welcome back to the Hospital Ball Field. 2 innings of play here in the Lac St. Louis semifinal. The U13 B level, the Kahnawake Warhawks leading 6-2, which reminds us we will have a triple header of medal games for you on Sunday. 10 a.m. the U13 Bs, at 1 p.m. the U15 Bs, and then at 4 p.m. we do know this for sure, the U18 Warhawks are playing in the gold medal game against Soulange. That'll be at 4 o'clock. Just waiting to see where the U13s and U15s end up. Both of them have their semifinals taking place right now. The U15s are in St. Laurent. And these guys obviously going toe-to-toe right now, the U13s against St. Lazare Red. Jordan Norton in there takes ball 1. He is singled, stole second, and was thrown out trying to get to third. So 1 for 1 on the night. And fouled back 1-1. 1 for 2 on the base paths. Jordan Norton, Jada Norton, Casey Delabouche, the 3 due up for the Hawks here in the top of the 3rd. Here's the 1-1. Jordan fouls this one back, and now it's 1-2. Good looking pitch by Bruni. Top of the 3rd, 6-2 Warhawks. Nobody on, nobody out to start this inning. And Jordan ducks out of the way of ball 2. Even count now, 2-2. Jada Norton on deck for the Hawks. The 2-2. That makes it a full count, 3-2. The 3-2 to Joran. And that's ball 4, so Joran draws a leadoff walk. And it's a 4-run lead, so the Warhawks could steal until, and if I should say, they score a run here in this inning. Here's Jaden Norton, who walked and scored back in the first. First pitch swinging, and she ropes it into the outfield. It's a base hit. And it takes a bounce towards left. Norton rounds third. Joran Norton on his way home. Joran Norton will score. And it's an RBI triple for Jaden Norton, and Kahnawake leads 7-2. No stealing now for the Hawks, and it's a 5-run game. It's a 5-run game. Inside for ball 1. One run in for the Hawks. Connor, 5-run difference. Here's the 1-0. That's in there, strike 1. Good looking pitch by Bruni. Even the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on third. Della Boost, by the way, tonight 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Hit on the ground, right back to the pitcher, Bruni. He throws the first. That's out number 1, and a big out recorded here by the Mustangs. So here's Rustin Dahaway Gabriel, who has doubled and driven in a run. He's also scored. So Bruni, we'll see if they decide to pitch to Gabriel. He hit one right off the edge of the bat back in the top of the first. And he hits this one deep into shallow right. And it's caught. And now Norton has to go back.
Nice shot.
Good play out in right field for out number 2. And a good shift by the Mustangs. They played it deep into right field. And wouldn't you guess, that's exactly where it went. 2 down. Cage McCumber swings through strike 1. Nothing on the count. McCumber has doubled and scored tonight. Inside, he holds off. It's 1-1. Runner on third base with 2 outs. Cage hammers this one up to second base. Tough play, the throw! Not in time. It's an RBI single for Cage McCumber. That's the second run of this inning for the Hawks. 8-2. And here comes Cade Stacy. 2 runs in for the Hawks here in the top of the 3rd inning. Stacy tonight 1 for 1 with a home run back in the top of the 1st.
Come on, sweetie.
Bruni sets. Outside for ball 1. Ethan Brascoop on deck. 2 outs. Inside 2-0. And the Warhawks up by 6 here, so no stealing allowed for Kahnawake. We've seen that happen in the midget game on Monday night. And it swung on and missed, and we've got a 2-1 count. I believe it was Stand-Up, Dylan Stand-Up in that game, who swiped second, but the Warhawks were up by 5 at that point, so he was called out. 3-1. Here's the pitch to Cade Stacy, 3-1. Cade hits this one. Good play by Bruni. The throw to first got him at first base. And that is going to do it for the top of the third. The Warhawks scored 2. And at the end of 2.5 innings, it's 8-2, Kahnawake leading. Welcoming you back to the hospital ball field, bottom of the third inning. It's 8-2 Kahnawake Warhawks over the St. Lazare Red Mustangs as Dayton Roy comes into bat. Delabous beginning her third inning of work. Roy, first pitch swinging. And it's caught on the run by Cage McCumber for out number 1. Good catch by McCumber. There's one down, and here comes Cardell, who has singled and stolen 2 bases, also scored a run. 1 for 1 on the night is the leadoff batter for the Mustangs. And he swings and misses here, 0-1 the count. Good level swing, but just came up empty. 1 down here in the bottom of the third. The pitch to Cardell. That's upstairs, and it's 1-1 the count now. Augie Walls on deck for St. Lazare. Here's the 1-1. That's in the dirt, and it's now 2-1. It's one of the big changes made by St. Lazare. They put Cardell at the top of the lineup and put Babineau back down to 5th. Some between game adjustments by St. Lazare and their coaching staff. And it's now 3-1 here on Cardell. Delabous sets. 1 down here in the bottom of the third. No runs in, nobody on. The 3-1. That's in there, and it's a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a 3-2. That's ball 4, and it's a 6-pitch walk drawn by Cardell, and you see him taking off down that first baseline. He wants to get himself into a position to try and steal, and if you catch somebody sleepwalking, trying to pitch it back to first, you could end up going to second on a walk.
Hey, leave the old people alone. Hey, I'm telling you, leave the old people alone.
Oh, sorry, we got a lineup change. So here's Simon Cardell with a check swing to first. They're going to step on first base for out number 2. The throw down, there's no force now over at second base. So they did get the force play over at second base. So here's Augie Walls. Runner on second for Walls. 1-0 the count on Walls. 8-2 Warhawks here in the bottom of the third. Fouled back, and we've got an even count, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Walls swings through, and it's 1-2 the count. Walls 0 for 1 on the night. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Delabou's trying to get out of the third unscathed. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on second base. 2 runs in the game for the Mustangs. But it's the bottom of the third. We'll throw off those 2 connections. The 2-2. Got him! Strike 3. And that's going to do it here for the bottom of the third. Casey Delabou records her 3rd strikeout of the night. It's 8-2 Warhawks heading into the top of the 4th. You're watching Baby Blue Memories. We welcome you back to the hospital ball field as we make our way here to the top of the 4th. 8-2 Kahnawake leading St. Lazare Red here in this semifinal. New pitcher in the game, it's Simon Cardill, the lefty, facing Ethan Brascoop, who fouls off the first pitch. Jackson Norton and Lily Barnes. Ethan grounded out back in the 2nd inning. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled back and quickly here. It's 0-2. And here's the 0-2 pitch to Brascoop. Hit well. Fair ball. Down the left field line it goes. Brascoop digging for second base. He's going to have to turn on the Jets. And he is in there with a leadoff double. Well, the beat rolls on for Ethan Brascoop, who had a big game in the round-robin finale against St. Lazare Gray. He was 3 for 3 in that night with 4 runs driven in. And had a multi-hit game against Chateauguay Blue. Reached base twice the other night against Mercier. And he gets aboard here with a leadoff double, and in steps Jackson Norton. We got a timeout on the field as a ball has come in from the St. Lazare bench, and now we can resume play. Jackson Norton takes strike 1, 0-1. Warhawks up by a score of 8-2, so no stealing allowed for Kahnawake. The 0-1 to Norton. Off the plate, 1-1 the count. That's high, and it's 2 balls and a strike on Jackson Norton. Three and 1 on Jackson. Here's a 3-1 pitch. That sails over the strike zone, but not in it, and now the Warhawks have 2 runners aboard. So here's Lily Barnes, 1 for 1 with a single and an RBI back in the 2nd inning. 2 runners aboard. Rosa Nagete Lahash on deck. Barnes swings through strike 1. Good looking swing, 0-1. That pitch has got to feel good right there for the lefty Cardill. The 0-1 from Cardill in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Upstairs, and now it's 2 balls and a strike on Barnes. 8-2 Warhawks, top of the 4th. No runs in here for Kahnawake in this inning. Swung on and missed, and we've got an even count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cardell trying to get a huge first out for his team here. The 2-2. Upstairs, and we've got a full count. 3-2 on Barnes. Rosenegete Lahash on deck. The 3-2. Ball 4, and Barnes draws a 6-pitch walk, and the bases are loaded, and in steps Rosenegete Lahash. Lahash grounded out back in the second, 0 for 1 on the night. Lefty on lefty. Lahash lays off. It's upstairs and outside. 1-0 the count. Nashton Mayo on deck for the Warhawks. He's 0 for 1 on the night. Two-0 on Lahash. Lahash hits this one to third, and it gets through the outfield, pinballing off of a Mustang foot. Barnes is going to hold that second, and coming across is Jackson Norton. 2 runs are in. It's a 2-run single for Rosenegete Lahash, and that makes it 10-2 Warhawks. So here's Nashton Mayo, 0 for 1, rounded out back in the second inning. That's strike 1 on Mayo. Two runners in, 2 runners on, nobody out. Cardell sets. That's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's 10-2 Kahnawake leading here in the top of the 4th. Upstairs. 2 balls and a strike on Mayo. Three and 1. Here's a 3-1 from Cardell. And Mayo swings and cranks this one to short, and it is caught. Oh, a little too close for comfort, but it is caught, and that's out number 1. So here's Jordan Norton, who has singled, scored a run, and walked. 1 for 1 officially on the night. Joran hits this one through the hole on the right side of the infield. Barnes being waved around. Here's a throw from Bart Babineau. Barnes scores. And it's an RBI double for Joran Norton. And now it's 11-2. So 3 runs in. And here's Jaden Norton with 1 out in the top of the 4th. Outside to Jaden Norton, that's ball 1. So 3 runs in for the Warhawks. It's 11-2. That's in the dirt. 2-0 on Jada. That's in there. Good looking pitch from Cardell. It's 2-1. 1 down here in the top of the 4th inning. 3 runs in for the Hawks. Jaden Norton 1 for 1 on the night with a walk. And now it's 3-1. Norton hits this one on the ground, and it takes a bad hop and gets to the outfield. 1 run scores. Jordan Norton's going to challenge the catcher, and he beats it out. Oh my goodness. They didn't get the tag. That's what the umpire's saying. Jordan Norton dancing around in style. Warhawks score 5, and now they're up in double digits, and the Mustangs need 2 runs in the next inning to keep her going. 13-2 heading into the bottom of the 4th. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 4th. The Kahnawake Warhawks leading the St. Lazare Red Mustangs by a score of 13-2 as we head into the bottom of the 4th. Here's Nicolas Fortier Dorval, 1 for 1. Or sorry, no official at-bats, but he has scored a run. Casey Delaboost in here, starting her 4th inning of work. The Mustangs need to score 2 to keep the game rolling. But as long as this game continues, you know that the thought will have to be 5s. This is not an open inning, by the way. Bottom of the 4th. Now, quickly, it's 2-0. Kahnawake leading St. Lazare Red by a score of 13-2 here in the bottom of the 4th. Trying to punch a spot into the gold medal game Sunday morning in St. Lazare, ironically. Desperately waiting on an update from St. Laurent where our U15s are playing right now. Now it's 3-0. Our U15s are ahead 2-0 in the top of the 3rd in their semi-final. That's against the Lachine A's. And that is ball 4 and a leadoff walk for the Mustangs. And that is going to do it for Delaboost. We've got a new pitcher coming in. Jaden Norton, I believe, is going to come in. Yep. Or no. Jackson Norton, Jaden Norton, Jordan Norton, and Casey Delaboost gathered up here. 2 other pitchers, and then the catcher. Runner on first base. We're going to take a quick pause for the cause here. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 4th. Jackson Norton's going to come in here to try and shut the door on the St. Lazare Red Mustangs. Mustangs have a runner on first base. Swung on and missed nothing in 1. The count on Nathan Beaulieu, who has singled and driven in a run. 13-2 lead. Mustangs need 2 to keep the game going. But you know, in their minds, they got to be thinking 5 every inning. On the ground, right to first. It hits the batter. Oh, and he's out. And it hits the runner. And an unfortunate break for the Mustangs. And that's a tough break for St. Lazare. That happened to Cade, remember? He got hit like late in the shin, like smoke, dude. It really does. It's terrible. Like the foot. So there's 1 down, and here comes Colin Babineau. Fouls this one off. It's 0-1. Babineau has singled, 1 for 1 on the night. Fortunate break for the Warhawks on that out. We've seen Cade Stacy get hit while he was on first base in a game at Lachine earlier this year. And that's now 0-2. They're going to throw it down to second. And he's out at second base. Good strike by Jordan Norton. And suddenly the Mustangs are down to their last strike, I think. It's 0-2 here on Babineau. Jackson Norton trying to send the Warhawks into the gold medal game. The 0-2 hit on the ground, foul, and Babineau keeps this one going. She's still a ball game. The 0-2 coming up to Babineau. Jackson Norton trying to punch Kahnawake into the gold medal game. Got him swinging, and that's going to do it. And the U13 Warhawks are going for gold on Sunday.
That's 3 outs.
That's the third out of the inning.
That's 3.
What?
That's 3 outs.
No, he said that's 2 strikes. All right, so never mind. Sorry, I take that back. We're still going here. Here's the 1-2. That's it on the ground. Will the game continue? Fielded. The throw. Babineau beats it out. And Babineau's on his horse. And now Babineau's going to third. The throw. Oh my gosh, and now they're sending him back to second. This is one of the few times where I've openly asked myself what on earth is going on while on camera. Anyway, so here's Marc-Andre Vincent Brochu. Well, necromancy was used to revive a 1-2 count and suddenly breathe life back into the Mustangs, so we still got a ball game here, folks. 0-1 the count on Marc-Andre Vincent Brochu. 0-for-1, grounded out back in the first. In the dirt, ball 1, and Babineau is thinking about it. Not gonna go. Okay. So there's a runner at second, there's 2 outs, and it's a 1-1 count on the batter. No runs in. That's inside, and it's 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Inside, 3-1. This is still a ball game, folks. Everyone here thought it was strike 3 in the last at bat, but Babineau ended up beating it out, keeping the game going. And 3-1 here on Fortier. That's ball 4, and this ball game is still going. The Mustangs have 2 runners on. And they have just the right guy up here to bat, Ashton Doucette, who had 3 hits on Wednesday night and was the game MVP on Tuesday night for the Mustangs. In a big spot here with 2 down. 2 down, 2 outs. Cody Campbell on deck. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Jackson Norton taking on Doucette. The 0-1. Foul back, and now he's 1 strike away from getting us into the gold medal game.
Come on, strike him out.
Doucette walked back in the bottom of the second. Here's the 0-2 from Jackson Norton, trying to punch us a ticket into the gold medal game on Sunday. The 0-2. And this is still going on. Look out on the St. Lazare bench.
practice. Protect your plate.
Ashton Doucette trying to keep the Mustangs alive. Here's the 0-2. Got him looking to end the game. And the Kahnawake Warhawks have clinched a berth in the gold medal game on Sunday. That'll be a 10 a.m. start. We will have that for you. The Warhawks going for gold. Warhawks going for gold on Sunday. I really loved getting to know these the players from St. Lazare Red over the last couple of nights. We all kind of started off as virtual strangers last Sunday before our second game and their second game, and these kids are they're just pleasures to get to know and speak to, and a couple of thrilling games, that 14-13 marathon over Presqu'île Grey the other night, and the victory over St. Lazare Black. But Casey Delaboost and her Warhawks have won this one, and they are the off-island sectional champions and will play for gold on Sunday. So here we go, our schedule coming up this upcoming Sunday, 10 a.m. we have the U13B gold medal game. The U13B gold medal game at 10 a.m. and then at 1 p.m. U15's playing for a medal. Whether it'll be gold or bronze, we're not sure, but they're ahead 2-0 over Lachine at the end of 2 innings right now in their semifinals. And finally, the nightcapper at 4 p.m., the U18's playing for gold at 4 p.m. against the Soulange Cougars in what will be a grudge match. Both games between those two teams have been called due to suspension. The Warhawks got suspended in the round-robin game, and then the Cougars got suspended in the regular season. So that is going to be an incredible finale to our baseball coverage here in the 2021 season. Your final score here at the Hospital Ball Field, the Kahnawake Warhawks 13, the St. Lazare Red Mustangs 2. We will see you tomorrow at Kirkland Park for Adam A coverage as the DDO Expos take on the West Island Royals. Warhawks moving on to the gold medal game. I'm Brandon Bordeaux for Baby Blue Memories. Onigi Wahi.